Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to another live stream, and we're just gonna do a couple of rounds of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Go and try and win the big one. Question number one for £100 is this. What is the name for the plot in a garden where flowers are grown? Table, chair, bed, wardrobe. I think we all know the answer to that one. It is a flower bed. Question number two. Where do Winnie the Pooh and his friends live? I've not got a clue. So I'm going to have to go ask the audience. %64% say the 100-acre wood. 5 for the imaginary wood, 16 for the elephant's wood, 15 for Bambi wood. It's quite a big majority. So I'm going to go with the audience and say 100-acre wood. Question number 3. I don't know, I've not watched Aladdin. I'm gonna switch it. I've got no idea. I'd say Abu. I would have gone A. Oh, for God's sake! I should have gone for it. In DuckTales the movie, what is the name of Murloc's henchman? I don't have a clue. These questions are awful. Well, these are awful. They are an awful set of questions. So we'll go again. Question number one. £100 is this. Which of these is the name of a Hollywood leading man? That is Denzel Washington. Final answer. Question number 2 for 200. What type of game is Scrabble? A word, card, pen and paper, ball. That is a word game. It's actually a board game, but it's based around words. What is the name for the daily record kept by a ship's captain? Tree, branch, log, twig. That would be a log. In which sport is a player most likely to execute a slap shot? Volleyball, hockey, handball, golf. I'm pretty certain that is hockey. Question number 5, guaranteed £1,000. A. Rodgers and Hammerstein musical is titled South what? Park, Fork, Side, Pacific. Fairly confident of one that it's not. And the one that I thought it's not, it was. So I would definitely have got that wrong. Bobbing for apples is a tradition associated with which holiday? Halloween, Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Halloween, I think? Question number 6 for £2,000 is this. What character from Better Call Saul does not appear in Breaking Bad? I've not watched Breaking Bad, so I do not have a clue. Phone a friend says A, so we're gonna go with A. Final answer. Question number 7. For which football club did Dennis Law play his last league match? Liverpool, Manchester City, Leeds United, Everton. I think it's between Man City and Leeds. Gonna go 50-50, which will take away 2 random wrong answers, leaving the right answer and a wrong answer. I knew it'd be between these two. I don't know. I think I might have to use phone a friend. I'm just trying to think. I know he played for Man City. I know he was at Manchester United for a great length of time. Did he play for Leeds? So 1 in 2 chance, I've got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. I'm gonna say Manchester City, final answer. I was right with my gut instinct. Next question. Since 1998, is the maximum amount of time a goalie can hold the ball once he's caught it? 6 seconds, 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's 6. I can't remember it ever being more than that. I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go with 6. Final answer. Yeah, I was confident on that one. Question number 9 is worth £16,000. The BBFC is concerned with what? Film, food, football, farming. Don't think it's football. I want to say film, but I'm not certain, so I'm going to ask the audience. %58 say film, 27 say football, 10 say food, 5 say farming. I said I thought it was film. I think it's British Film Corporation. I think that's 3 of the letters stand for, but I can't think of the 4th. But I thought it was film. The audience majority says film, so I'm going to say film. Final answer. Question number 10 for £32,000. In the history of Hogwarts, who wasn't a marauder? Sirius Black, Lily Potter, Remus Lupin, James Potter. Right. Just trying to think about this one. Given that only one of them is female, and there's 3 males there, I'm gonna go Lily Potter, and it's the only thing I'm thinking. I've got nothing else to work on, other than the 3 guys and there's 1 girl, and I'm gonna go for the female. I'm gonna say Lily Potter, final answer. That was a complete guess. And now we've got a free shot at 64,000. How many acts are in the play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child? 3, 4, 5, 6. No lifelines remaining. Right. How many acts? So... let's have a think about this for a minute. I don't think it's 6. I don't think it's 5. I think it's between 3 and 4. Oh, I don't know. Oh, is it 3 or is it 4? I've got £32,000. This doubles it if I get it right. I'm leaning towards 4 for no reason whatsoever. I don't think it's 5. I don't think it's 6. Nothing to lose. I'm gonna go 4. Final answer. Phew. Question number 12 for £125,000. Which unflattering detail did Sky Mangle reveal about Izzy Hoyland and Neighbours? I think I'm gonna take a wild guess because I only dropped down to 32. I'm gonna go with a what the hell? A third with Carl, final answer. Oh well. It was worth a shot. We'll give it another shot. So, back to question number 1 for £100. A 1939 film starring Julie Garland was titled The Wizard of what? The Wizard of Las Vegas. It sounds nice, but it's not. It's The Wizard of Oz. Question number 2 for 200. Which nursery rhyme character is asked, "Where have you been?" Little Boy Blue, Pussycat Pussycat, Jack Sprat, Old Mother Hubbard. Not got a clue. He says Pussycat Pussycat. Question number 3. Which Defense Against the Dark Arts professor forbid their students from performing magic? Quirinus Quirrell, Dolores Umbridge, Remus Lupin, Alistair Moody. Again, not got a clue, so I'm going to switch it. Which team wears blue and dark red jerseys? Real Madrid, Manchester United, Chelsea FC, FC Barcelona. This is FC Barcelona, final answer. Freddie Mercury was the lead singer of which rock group? Led Zeppelin, Cream, Queen, Deep Purple. That would be Queen, one of the best bands there's ever been. Final answer. In which of these sports are you most likely to hit a drop shot? Hockey, cricket, baseball, tennis. I think it's between hockey and tennis. We'll go with tennis. Should have gone with my gut instinct. At the first Winter Olympics in 1924, women were only allowed to compete in which of these events? Biathlon, figure skating, curling, ice hockey. I think that is figure skating. I'm going to go with figure skating. Final answer. Which of these French players did not appear on the mythical FIFA 100 list drawn up by Pelé? Robert Pires, Jean-Pierre Papin, Eric Cantona, Yuri Zorkev. In a standard English language Scrabble game, which letter has the most tiles? A, E, N, S. Right. I have played Scrabble a lot. Which letter has the most tiles? So, I'm fairly confident it's not A, and I'm fairly confident it's not E. Oh no, sorry, it has the most tiles. Oh, sorry. Right, sorry, I misread the question. Right, well, it's definitely not N and it's definitely not S, so it's between A and E. And I think on that basis, it must be E. It must be. Yeah, In a standard English language Scrabble game, which letter has the most tiles? A, E, N or S? It has to be E. It has to be. I'm gonna go with E. I misread the question at first and thought it was which letter has the highest value. Which of the following events might you perform a manoeuvre called a pop-tart? Skating, skiing, snowboarding, bobsleigh, skiing. There you go then. Back down to the start. Question number 1. Finish the title of this carol. God rest ye. Not got a clue. Swap it. Which of these is a 1993 action film starring Sylvester Stallone? Wall hanger, cliffhanger, paper hanger, coat hanger. I'll go with cliffhanger. What would you normally find a set of in a golf bag? Irons, coppers, steels, silvers. That would be iron. And that is £200. Who is the main character in Riverdale? Veronica, Archie, Elizabeth, Hermione. No clue. Archie then. Complete the famous quotation from the 1966 World Cup. They think it's all over. Another goal. Hurrah. It is now. Well, it isn't. It is C. They think it's all over. It is now. What is the name for a catalogue of recordings, especially by one particular singer or group? Discography, discology, discotheque, discordance. That will be discography. Question number 6 for £2,000. In UK, in which county is the town of Stroud? East Sussex, Cambridgeshire, Devon, Gloucestershire. I'm fairly confident it's not Devon. I don't think it's Cambridgeshire. I think it's either East Sussex or Gloucestershire. And I'm going to do a 50-50 and hope that it doesn't leave me those two. Well, it's left Gloucestershire, it's left Devon. I'm gonna go Gloucestershire. Final answer. Yeah, I knew it wasn't Devon. We're moving up. Question number 7 now for £4,000. According to the chorus of Silver Bells, where is it Christmas time? Across the world, back home, in the city, right here. Well, that's helpful. That's not good. Right. It's a slight majority. I'm going to go with the audience. They've said in the city. Final answer. This is a question that I know the answer to. And it is Catherine Janeway. Final answer. Question 9 is for £16,000. Which nursery rhyme character was one of the toys in Toy Story 2? Boy Blue, Miss Muffet, Bo Peep, Jack Horner. Gonna say Bo Peep. Question number 10, guarantees £32,000, is this. Edinburgh lies on which stretch of water? And that, because I have heard this, is the Firth of Forth. So the answer is C. And that is my final answer. And now I got a free shot at £64,000. Right. Golden balls. For Lionel Messi. I am going to say, so it started in 2008, so 9, so 11, I think it's 5 or 6. And I am going to say 6, because I think he'll have had it. I think he'll have had 3 or 4 in the start of his career, and then he had a bit of a lull. It's a complete guess. I can't lose anything. It's 5 or it's 6. I'm gonna say 6. Final answer. I don't know how you pronounce that, but I remember this question from high school in geography, because I had a teacher that went there, and the answer is Kinshasa, and that is my final answer. Always pays to listen. Always. Question number 13 for £250,000. Shanghai, Scram, and Golf are variations of which game? Croquet, billiards, darts, poker. Now, I know that there's a variation of card game that is Shanghai, but cards are not an option. I also know that there is a variation of darts that is called Shanghai. Darts is an option. So on that basis, I can't see it being croquet. Why would you need a variation? It's the most boring sport on the planet. Billiards, I've never heard any of them with billiards. And I don't play poker, but I know enough about poker that I've never heard them mentioned in poker. So on that basis, the logical solution, the logical answer, and the only one that I've even heard of is darts. So I'm going to say darts. Question 14 for £500,000. Which pub does Shane frequent in the Frank Skinner sitcom of the same name? What? Which pub does Shane frequent in the Frank Skinner sitcom? Can honestly say I've got no idea. So I'm going to walk away. And that's my final answer.